So the movie kicks off at this super secret lab place called Sinsect. And these scientist dudes are trying to do something totally wild. They're trying to build the perfect person. They're mixing like nanotechnology with synthetic DNA. Basically, they're making a human that's also kind of a robot. Super high-tech stuff. So their first try? Total disaster. The thing they made was just completely messed up because the tech and the biology didn't mix. Their second try was a little better. The guy looked normal, but he was completely nuts. But then, the third time's the charm, right? They finally get it perfect. And what they create is this little girl they name Morgan. And get this, Morgan is awesome. She looks like a normal kid and has all these human emotions and feelings. But because of the nanotech DNA, her cells grow super fast, she's got an insane immune system, and she's way smarter than a normal person. So she's basically half human, half machine. She's got everything a person has, except maybe a soul. It's wild. And the scientists who made her, they spent their whole lives on this project, so they totally love her. They treat her like she's their own daughter, and everyone's super happy and close.
There's one
It's like
scientist,
one big
Dr.
weird
Amy,
family in a
is
bunker.
super close with Morgan. Like, she basically treats her like her own kid, always taking her on walks and stuff. But then one day, everything goes wrong. They're out in the woods, they go a little too far, and they find this deer that's really hurt. And Morgan, she just walks up and kills it. Just snaps its neck to put it out of its misery. And all the scientists totally freak out. Because, she's not supposed to be programmed to hurt anything. So they see this and are like, uh-oh, this is bad. So bam, they lock her up in her room. They're basically treating her like a dangerous animal now. And they have to report this to their bosses, the people who funded the whole project. And Morgan is just miserable. I mean, she's only 5 years old, but she's super smart and used to running around free, and now she's just stuck in a glass box. Then they send in a therapist to talk to her. Big mistake. Morgan is so pissed and confused that she just loses it and attacks the therapist. She lunges at her and messes up her eye pretty bad. But get this, even after that, the scientists are still on her side. They're like, she's just a kid. She has emotions. She didn't mean it. They just love her too much. But the head office, they are not happy. They take it super seriously and start thinking Morgan is a total failure. So the company sends in the big guns, this lady doctor named Lee Weathers. And she is all business, super strict, no nonsense. Her job is basically to figure out if Morgan is a lost cause, and if she is, they're going to have to, erase her. She gets there and starts grilling everyone, and she immediately sees that they're all way too emotionally attached to Morgan. She hates it. Even the therapist who got attacked is like, no, it was my fault. Lee Weathers is just not buying any of it. So they set up one final test. They bring in this other psychologist, Dr. Allen, to evaluate Morgan. His report will decide if she lives or dies. And all the other scientists are freaking out, telling him, whatever you do, talk to her through the glass. Do not go in the room with her.
Dr. Allen
It's
is
a
like,
huge
nope,
deal.
I'm not talking through glass, and he decides to go right into the room with her. The other doctors are freaking out, but they let him. At first, Morgan is super smart and chill. She's like, I'm so sorry about what I did to the therapist. I feel really bad. It won't happen again. She's totally convincing. But Dr. Allen is there to test her. He starts asking her all these super aggressive questions that are designed to make anyone totally lose their cool. He's really pushing her buttons. Morgan gets more and more upset and tells him to stop, but he won't. And then, bam, she snaps. She lunges across the table and bites his neck. It's a total disaster. So now there's no question. She's dangerous. They drug her, and Lee Weathers is just like, okay, that's it. She's a failure. We have to terminate her. The other scientists are completely heartbroken, but they agree. Except for one guy, Dr. Darren. He's like, no way, we can't kill her. He gets into a huge fight with Lee Weathers. And then, get this, all the other scientists side with him. They gang up on Lee Weathers, knock her out, and lock her in Morgan's cell. Their plan is to break Morgan out and escape. When they go to get her, Morgan is awake. And she's begging them, please, don't kill me. I want to live. So they knock her out again to carry her and make a run for it. But when Morgan wakes up, something's different. That whole thing with the psychologist totally scrambled her brain. She's in full-on attack mode now and thinks everyone is her enemy. She starts killing them. She kills Dr. Darren and another scientist, just like that. The only one she doesn't kill is Dr. Amy, the one who was like a mother to her. Morgan remembers Amy promised to take her to a lake, and now that she's free, she's like, okay, take me to the lake. Now! But wait! Lee Weathers gets out of the cell, and she is on a mission. She hunts Morgan and Amy down in the woods. Lee Weathers and Morgan have this insane, brutal fight. Morgan is super strong and is totally winning. But in the end, Lee Weathers manages to drown her in the lake. And then Lee Weathers goes and kills the rest of the project scientists. All of them. And here's the final, craziest twist of the whole movie. You ready for this? Lee Weathers is an artificial being too. She was an earlier, more successful model, a perfect warrior with no emotions. See, they made Morgan too human. They gave her feelings, a love for freedom, all that stuff, and it made her unstable. Lee Weathers was just a cold, perfect killing machine, which is exactly what the company wanted. And at the very end, the bosses are like, yeah, the Morgan model is a flop. Let's make more of the Lee Weathers model. How messed up is that?